endless experiences. Napa Valley wine tasting, spoiling my women friends. Sitting at the table with millionaires. The narrative is tax loops, accounts offshore squares. It's not allowed.
We are live. Welcome. My name is Ken Billions. You are at the right place at the right time. Welcome to the number one home for personal development. This is Coin Gang Ministries. This is ministry for the abstract mind. And it's a safe space for everybody with that out-the-box philosophy. When you come through the door, already pay your dues, like and share the video. I like to say how you doing. Hopefully you're safe wherever you are. Hopefully you're loved wherever you are. Hopefully you're appreciated wherever you are and you're not being tolerated. How y'all doing? We took a couple weeks off, but we back at it. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you all are grinding, studying, because we're already in 2023. The year is over, right? If you got children, keep them close to you. Keep your babies close, right? Walk with them through this life, please. And if you got someone special in your life, don't be too hard on them. Be patient with them. There's no manual for this relationship thing, right? No one knows how this relationship stuff is actually supposed to look. We're just kind of making it up as we go. So please be patient with each other. I like to say shout out to all my fam. Shout out to all the Coin Gang supporters. Shout out to the people that have been rocking with me for years as we take this thing to another level. I like to also say shout out to my past. Anybody that checks in on me that I don't really fuck with no more. I still have all my hair, skin still shining. I ain't fell off yet. So shout out to you too. Today, we're going to talk about how we're all going to suffer no matter what. You're going to suffer. I'm going to suffer. We're going to talk about other people's eyes, how they don't matter for real. We're going to talk about something worse than failure. My conversation today is a conversation that every last one of us is going to go through. It's a season in our life, right? My conversation, it doesn't matter about your gender, it doesn't matter about your age, but it does matter about your purpose and what you're doing. Our build for today is pick your persecution, because people going to talk regardless. Pick your persecution because they're going to talk regardless. When we think about historical figures, name them: Muhammad Ali, Joan of Arc, Jesus, Muhammad, anybody you can think of. What makes their story is persecution. If you take persecution away from the story of Jesus, then what kind of story is it? If you take persecution away from Muhammad Ali, then what kind of story is it? The reason why we love these men and women of the past and we hold them in high regard is because of persecution. Muhammad Ali's greatness was pegged to equally great persecution, right? It makes you fall in love with the hero. Without persecution, there can be no hero story. The hero must suffer in the movie. The hero must go through pain. Any hero, whether it's a Malcolm X hero or a Martin Luther King or a Coretta Scott or you name it, Helen Keller, her blindness, her deafness, some type of handicap, right? It's the persecution that makes you a legend, your ability to wiggle out of it, your ability to figure it out. All of us will be persecuted in some way or another. I want to tell you that you're not special. You know, when you spazzing and snapping on your family and you feeling like a victim, I want to tell you that, sorry, fam, you're not special. Black man, black woman, you're not special in the persecution story. All get persecuted. looks different, but we all face persecution. Now, the difference is the type of persecutions that we pick. But we're all going to suffer, though, no matter what. Now, you got two choices. You could be more or you can be nothing. Both sides got persecution to it. Now, most people are going to be nothing. I'm not going to come here and lie to you. I'm not going to come here and tell you that your melanin is popping and that you're chosen and that the universe loves you, because I'll be lying. That's a lie. The universe responds to laws, right? Doesn't give a damn about personality, okay? So the universe is not your friend. The universe obeys law, natural law. Most people are going to do nothing. Most people are not shit. Most people are afraid. Most people haven't overcame childhood fears. Most people have a bunch of ideals in their head from their mom, from their dad, from their pastor, from the school, from TV, from music, that they haven't even audited, they haven't even sat with. Most people are filled with a bunch of talking points, a bunch of stats, a bunch of data, right? And that's it. But they never once have put this stuff down on the table to audit it. They never once have looked at the world and defined it through their lens, through their eyes. They never once have decided they never once have decided to make life work for them. Huh. I'm sorry, most people will never be shit. Now, if you choose not to be shit, there is persecution there. So all that time you was ducking and hiding and running away from your vision board and running away from your calling, right? Running away from the thing that you are super passionate about, that whole time you was ducking that fade, your ass is going to get persecuted anyway. If you choose to be nothing, you're still going to get persecuted. If you care about what the crowd has to say and you run and hide in your corner, you're still going to get persecuted. If you don't be a fire mama, you're still going to get persecuted. If you run away from your responsibilities as a father, you're still going to get persecuted. If you don't work, if you don't grind, if you don't invent, if you don't innovate, if you don't create, if you don't reach for more, you're still going to get persecuted. And the reason why you was reaching, because you thought you was ducking the persecution. They're going to talk regardless. When is motherfuckers not talking? That's all people do. They're talking in the nail salon. They're talking in the barbershop. They're talking at the bus stop. They talking at the cookout. They talking at the water cooler at the job. They talking at church. In church, the pastor giving a sermon and they passing notes. You know the mamas over there with hella candy in their purse, hella mints, Werthers. Them ladies got hella shit. Fire church hats. When are they not talking? They talking at the pool hall. So if you decide to be nothing, whatever you're most afraid of by doing, they're going to talk regardless. Or you could be more. See, if they're going to talk if you don't do it, you might as well do it because they're going to talk. At least if you be more, guess what the gossip is? Yeah, man, he think he all that in his new car. Yeah, man, she thinks she all that with her degree. Yeah, man, this motherfucker think they all that in their new house. Yeah, man, this person, they think they all that because they lost all that weight. I remember when they was fat in the 5th grade. You see the difference? They're going to talk regardless. You're going to get persecuted whether you do or you don't. So you might as well do, because in the persecution, they have to give you their props while they're dragging you. Yeah, man, this rich ass, yeah, man, this pretty ass motherfucker think they all that. Yeah, this accomplished person think they all that. I'm getting sick of your ass. That's all you do is achieve. You're going to get persecuted regardless. They're going to talk about you regardless. One thing for sure, two things for certain. People going to talk, and it's going to be about you. Now, if you don't do, because a lot of you aren't doing right now, I know that for a fact. I ain't say everybody. I know it's some doers here, but even the doers, you can do more. Even the people that are doing, you ain't maxed out yet. You could do more, because I know I could do more. I know that I haven't even scratched the surface. I know that little bitty shit that I've done, that little bit of money that I touch, them little bitty vacations, it's more of that. I know that little bitty drip that I've done, the moves that I make, there's more of that. So I know if I got more in me, there's people here that's smarter than me, look better than me, got more resources than me, got more options than me. You could do more too, right? But there's a lot of people here that ain't doing. And the reason why you ain't doing it ain't because you're not smart. It ain't because you're not talented. That's not why you're not doing, right? It's not because you can't. It's because you're scared and you're lazy. See, the bad thing about America right now is you can do absolutely nothing and still be fat as hell. That means that you can do absolutely nothing and you won't starve to death. That's the bad thing about America. That we have civilized the society so much. We have so much stuff that you can still have things even when you underachieve, even when you underfocus, even when you underperform, you can still have some abundance. The floor in America is a little different. So because winning is not life and death right now, people aren't trying. I be all over these social media streets. I don't think people got it in them to be great no more, because the country is different. We're not at war. Everybody got AC, right? Monsanto makes fake food, so no one's going to starve to death, so no one's reaching. You know, we keep studying the people from the past. Those men and women from the past woke up and went to sleep with greatness and achievement on their mind. Nikola Tesla woke up with solving world problems on his mind. He was reaching. Flojo was reaching in track and field. There's a little reach going on right now with people. You know why? Women can do absolutely nothing and get attention. Men can be absolutely subpar and still get pussy. That's a problem. As long as women that ain't doing nothing can get attention, and as long as men that aren't reaching, that aren't striving, that aren't trying to be more, as long as men have access to vagina and they ain't doing anything, and women got access to attention and they ain't doing anything, he can get pussy just for being, she can get attention just for being. As long as that is baked into the society, no one's going to be great. But you're still going to get persecuted. So your punishment that you thought you was running from, you're going to receive it anyway. Now, the bad thing about when you don't do and you face persecution, not only are you getting persecuted, but you wasted talent. And now you age, and now you the person that is on the other side of life while these young people are bouncing around and they got the light on them because it's their time. And now you 60, right? And now the worst thing in life is to be old with your mind working. So even though your body's shutting down, you remember the opportunities that you left on the table. You remember all the things that you had access to and you could, but you didn't because you were scared. And you were scared because if I do it, what are they going to say? Well, they're going to talk regardless. And I want to tell you that the people that you are ducking persecution from, their eyes don't matter. You're ducking persecution from people that are insecure and they're afraid. You're ducking persecution from people that have come from a bloodline of inferiority and subpar behavior. I don't give a damn about no melanin. They some failures over there. I don't give a damn about none of that. They some failures over there. They mama's a failure. They grandmama's a failure. They great grandmama's a failure. And those are the eyes that we are worried about watching and talking about the moves that we make. Yeah, you're gonna fail. Failure's part of the process. Show me one great individual that hasn't failed. Show me a millionaire that hasn't fucked up their first million. Right? Show me a parent that made a lot of mistakes that did that with the first child and they made it up with the other children. You ain't the only one. People was here before you bumping their heads. People was here before you not getting this mother thing right in the first few years, not getting this daddy thing right, not getting this marriage thing right, not getting this family thing right. And then there's people that turn the corner too. See, you're gonna get persecuted whether you're winning or losing. But the problem is the fade that you ducking in the persecution are from the permanent underclass. You're ducking persecution from Similac babies. You're ducking persecution from people that wasn't breastfed by their mama. You're ducking persecution from people that didn't have a praying grandma. You ducking persecution for people that didn't have a grandfather that put them on their knee and bounced them around when they was little. You ducking persecution from career Section 8 people. You ducking persecution from people that don't have no grace and no favor. Huh. You ducking persecution from people that make meals with oodles and noodles. That's the main meal. That's not the snack. They making the main meal with chicken flavored noodles, Oriental flavored noodles. And that's who we care about is talking about us? Really? And you know what's funny? Is some people have lucked up on the bag, but they still got oodles and noodles mentality though. You can't hide the oodles and noodle mentality with bundles. I don't care about BBLs. You got lucky. You ain't supposed to be here for real. You can hide it with a BBL and a lace front, and he can hide it with a Beijing. Them is some oodles and noodles, Similac babies, food stamp babies, and they're not supposed to be here. They got lucky. It happens. Their eyes don't matter neither, because those oodles and noodles babies got the nerve to try to persecute, and your mama's a hoe. You got some nerve trying to persecute with your background. You got nerve trying to persecute people failing forward, though. What? You got nerve persecuting people like, hey, I need a loan to start this business. Y'all have got so arrogant that you persecute how people make money. I don't give a damn if a nigga's flipping a sign on the street. That ain't free. Now we persecute people on their grind. Y'all have became the white folks y'all used to talk about. Y'all got some nerve. Y'all persecute where people go to eat at. Like you wasn't poor. Like you never had a car repo. Y'all the worst persecutors because you know what it's hitting for, right? But you could put a face full of makeup on. You still a shrimp flavored oodles and noodles bitch. You could put hella Beijing on, my nigga, right? You still are the dude that was getting stuffed in the locker. Y'all got some nerve. You persecuting men and women on the grind. I don't give a damn how they getting their money if it's legal. You turning your nose up and persecuting because we can't go to certain restaurants? I thought it was always the goal to get away from pop culture. I thought it was always the goal to make our own thing. I thought that's what we started hip hop for. I thought that's why we turn our pants backwards, because we was in rebellion to the dominant society. Y'all have become that. You talk like it. You think like it. Everything you say about them people, you view the world through that same lens, and you got the nerve to shade people because they grind a certain type of way. Money is money. I'm too big for real. Hey, in a plane crash, I ain't never see the crash have partiality to the people in coach and people in first class. Y'all got some nerve. Yeah, I'm a high value man. The grave is the grave. There ain't no high value section at the cemetery. We all go. So I want to tell the people that's facing persecution, keep it trucking. Because the people that are persecuting you, trust me, they're not going to be there in 15 years. You got to play the long game. A lot of these chicks and a lot of these dudes, they're on drug dealer runs. A lot of these girls running a bag up. This is an old drug dealer run. She going to ball out for 3 years, get pregnant, fall the fuck off. A lot of these scammer dudes, dog, don't look at their plate. A lot of these dudes running around, first of all, he's probably a snitch. So don't even be envious of a dude that ain't even playing the game with ethics. Watch your plate. So don't let them persecute you if you in your little bucket. It's yours. Don't let them persecute you if you gotta wear a room. If you gotta have a room right now. Stay down until you come up. Everybody is fake bougie. Everybody is flake flexing. All of them is persecuting, but they won't put their children's report card online though. All of them is persecuting, but they won't show the history of the YouTube search of their babies though. Right? While they're persecuting you, they don't know their babies on TikTok. 12, 13, 14 years old, 15 years old, and they don't know what's cracking. Right? So they got a hole in their pocket. Don't get caught up in the now, because the people that's persecuting you historically ain't shit. They on a small run. And when you in America, baby, that's what happens. Everybody get a little run. Everybody get a little light in America. Everybody get 5 minutes. Their eyes don't matter. Right? The people that are persecuting you, go to sleep scared at night. That girl won't show up nowhere with no wig. How can she talk to you about anything? She won't go outside without a wig. How can he persecute you, dog? He's a trick. How can a trick persecute you? A dude that get up every day, right? And stand on your square. Go do a job you don't want to do. And when you come home, you working on your music, working on your poetry, working on your adventure, working on your painting, right? And everybody got something to say because you got them work boots on. All right. They some tricks though, bro. She got a wig on, sis. Her face is beat, sis. You can't show up and persecute if you ain't willing to show up with your flaw. You ain't willing to show up with your acne, with your blackhead, with them edges missing, but you gonna persecute baby girl? All y'all out of line. And I'm telling the people that is moving and shaking. You might not got the car, right? You might not got the drip that you want to have right now, right? You might not even get the girl that you want. Sis, you might not get the husband that you want right now because these niggas like fast girls. Stay down. Keep your nose in your books. Keep your nose in your business plan. Don't let the comparison shit, don't let the culture, this trash culture, this culture of filth, right? And mediocrity, this culture of talking points, this culture of no genius, this culture that snatches the innocence away from the young and is very out of line to the old. They can't persecute you, and don't let them speed your time up. And I just want to tell you that their eyes don't matter. So you can be or not. Whether you don't, it won't stop them from talking. At least if they're gonna talk, they could talk about you when you in your new shit and you saying, watch my dust. I said, watch my dust. If they're gonna talk. Let them talk when you find your Boaz. They're gonna talk. Play the long game. Play the long game, sis. Who said you can't find love at 35? What wall? What wall? Oh, I got kids. And these niggas got felonies. Who cares you got kids? These niggas got felonies. We judging? So we judging, right? Oh, yeah, she got baby daddies. You been to jail. Oh, is it a false equivalency? Not really. Dirt under the nails is dirt under the nails. Same. We judging? Right? It's good for the nigga to say, yeah, man, I made mistakes when I was young, but she can't say that with a baby daddy, though. What kind of persecution y'all got going on? He can come home and be a whole killer and change his life, and everybody's like, yeah, man, yeah, that's good for him. But if she tell her story, man, she don't get grace and favor saying she was young and dumb. Really? You see, y'all persecution is crazy because the people that persecute each other, y'all should extend each other grace because y'all for each other. Where else you going? I guess everybody just divesting. Everybody just getting a passport and go dating somebody out the country. Well, what about the people that already live there? So all the men here is just going to get a woman from Colombia. Well, what are the men from Colombia going to do? Eventually, they're going to start going upside your damn head. So all the divestors, you're going to get a white man. Well, what are the white women going to do? Oh, okay. So the people that's at each other all day long persecuting, y'all should extend each other grace because y'all both ain't shit. I don't give a damn about no social media followers. Both of y'all, not shit. So why not come together, right? Right? Get it from the muscle, build it from the mud, you know what I'm saying? And create something that you could be proud of because y'all know each other's story, right? The people that's persecuting each other, y'all not shit. And you persecuting your twin. That do the same with you, sis. Old girl, same with you, bro. You better get off social media. Keep letting these people cap to you. That's your twin right there. She been through it. You been through it. Go ahead. Rock out. Oh, I deserve. Right? I deserve. I want to tell the people that it's getting up every day and it don't look like your dream is going to pop. You know, you putting in the work and you see suckers get an opportunity before you. You've been down for a long time and you live with a code, and it seemed like people with your morals and your ethics and your code always come in last. Nah. When you live like that, you are an individual that takes the stairs, right? See, ain't nobody taking the stairs. Everybody's on the elevator, right? See, when you take the stairs, you get it from the mud. Your confidence is tight because you know what you had to do every single day. When you take the stairs, are you going to sweat? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Are people going to be there before you? Yeah. But when you get to the top, they won't even be there. That's how this game goes. This game is for men and women, guys and girls that take the stairs. The reason many of y'all are hopping on the elevator is because you are terrified of persecution, especially from people that don't matter. Now, the trick for that is the reason why their opinions and their judgments matter to you is because you want to be in the group. You want to be a part of that group. They can't persecute you if you don't want to be a part of their group. You think they got something that you need, and they don't. You think they got the answers, but they ain't Ralph, though. At all. Every last person in the chat, you got two choices. Be more or be nothing. That's your choices. Baby girl, I don't care how pretty you are. It's a new girl turning 21 every day. You better take advantage of being in America and go be more, right? You better use your face, use your waist to go get you some shit. Because there ain't no whole retirement plan. There ain't no 401k for hoes, my dear. And the worst woman, the worst looking woman I ever seen is a hoe that ain't get shit out the game. Whether you corporate hoeing or hoeing in the damn DM, you better run it up. You better do. You better do. Because new hoes turn to old hoes. You better get yours. Right? You might as well do. You might as well go get the PhD. Right? You might as well go achieve. Husband come with the win. Husband come with the win. And any nigga that's not choosing nobody with a PhD or they get insecure from that, man, these is the lamest niggas ever. We're in 2022. We can take that and leverage that. You come fucking with the kid and you got a PhD. Oh, no, I'm going to help you finagle that. Because what that shows is commitment and dedication. I don't give a damn about none of the talking points. Go achieve. Because they're going to talk regardless. They're going to talk if you pregnant and barefoot, and they're going to talk if you running the score up in corporate America, but they're going to talk. You got men really giving up their dreams. Giving up their dreams. Things that take long. Giving up the grind. Because what a bitch say. I'm on everybody's head today. What can she tell you, bro? Why does her opinion matter, bro? Work the plan. Let me tell you something. You never lose women chasing money. Get the achievement. Pussy come with it. Stay down. You spend more years older than you do younger, bro. So you ain't got to be the hot dude at 25 at 30. Balling is for older people. It's just some young people got the bag, but it's really for older people. So I'd rather you be 50. I'd rather you be 45. I'd rather you be 40 with your shit together. Right? Play the long game. Y'all let bobbleheads take y'all off your square. Your manhood is not predicated on what you do for nobody else, bro. Your manhood is based on your ability to control your base urges and go from male to man. That's your own rites of passage. So any woman you find, she's a beneficiary of you doing a work that most males will never do. Most males will never become man. A baby is not born man. Man is an achievement. Man is an alchemical process. So if you are over there, you doing the work, you're delaying gratification, don't let IG girls persecute you, fam. So I'm talking to everybody because I know what everybody's going through. Some people going through this, some people going through that. But whether you're in school, whether you're in a job, whether you're in a marriage, listen, the people that are persecuting you, I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to you. I promise you they don't matter. In the grand scheme of things, when they die, history will not record their name. They persecute you because they're afraid to jump off the porch. They persecute you because you have courage. Right? They persecute you because you're doing and they're not. You know how hard it is and what it looks like when you fail forward? Taking out your 401k, taking out loans for business plans and it don't work, it don't pop off yet. It's a real hell to live in, to have dreams that you can only see. And the dream is so big and you're so passionate about it, it's hard for you to explain to people because they don't get it. That is a hell out of this world to any man or woman that come outside and they visualize things that are not there. You're driving by and it's a person sees a parking lot, but you see a strip mall. You see a facility. You see something for the children. That's a hell to live in because many of us are born in environments where the brain is the size of a peanut. And the dreams are smaller than that. So it's hell for you to live in that environment and be able to see and be able to visualize things that aren't there yet. And it's hard to explain. You start to explain and you start stuttering because no one get it. Just you. If you got a dream, they're going to persecute. Right? You have to be eager to die for the dream. Right? See, it's not just enough for you to get up every day and push through. There got to be something more than that, because the people that persecute you want you dead. They want you dead for not doing, and they want you dead for doing. They want you dead no matter what. So you have to want what you want more than the people that are persecuting want you to lose. You have to be willing to go further than the people that are persecuting you. You have to be willing to do what the people that are persecuting you won't do. How far are you willing to go? Because the people that are persecuting you are willing to go platinum with it. How far are you willing to go? Are you willing to go far to the point where it messes up your relationship? Even though you love that man, you love the vision more. Even though you love that woman, that's your high school sweetheart, that's your partner, but you have a vision that you love more, and she don't align with that. You willing to push it that far? You willing to push the dream, the goal? You willing to push your ambition so far that you lose your family in the process, your cousins and them, your auntie and them, because they don't get it? And when you come to the cookout, there's nothing there that you need. Because the people that persecute you are willing to go far. So how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to go far, so far that you find yourself alone at the moment? It's only at the moment. It's only at the moment. Because as you keep going, what you're going to find on the journey, right, is other people that want it as bad as you. Baby girl, let me tell you why a lot of y'all don't have no husband. It's because you ain't met a man that want what you want as bad as you. The reason why you can't find a wifey, sir, is because the women that you're talking to don't want what you want as bad as you. That's real equally yoked. What you want, that individual wants it the same. Y'all willing to die on that hill together about that. You women selling your soul to be in a relationship just so you don't got to be in that 35 and single club. You sold your soul. And now you laying next to a man that don't want what you want. And you sold your soul for that because of a talking point. Yeah, women 35. And do you know we're in 2020? You know how outdated that shit is? You got men having babies with women just because they're pretty. And then guess what happens? She don't want what he wants. They don't want the same thing. So she doesn't have no problem taking him off that square because she's not passionate about the same thing he is. So she don't understand why he's grinding. She don't understand why he got his head down. She don't understand about delayed gratification. She doing it for the gram. You crazy? A lot of you men is trying to figure out, damn, how could she do this to me? Because she don't want what you want. That got to be established on the intro. Hey, this is what I want. This is what I'm willing to die for. What about you? If they say the same thing, that's your tribe. And y'all go ahead and be persecuted together. It's a woman getting persecuted and it's a man being persecuted. The problem is they not finding each other. They're like two ships at nighttime. They just cross each other. The woman that's persecuted should be with the man that's persecuted. Right? He look at her, she look at him. They understand what it is. What's understood ain't got to be said. See, when you vibing on that level, it's a lot of body language. You know, it's not a lot of talking, right? Men that are persecuted, you should be around other men that understand that these scars that you have from trying to achieve. Women, you should have a sisterhood that understand what a persecuted woman looks like. So they won't judge you when you're in your roughest season. And they know the help to give you, right? They know what it looks like when a woman clears her whole thing and she's focused on them children. They know what it's look like when a woman clears her whole thing and she's focused on a degree, focused on her job. I don't care how you look. I don't care where you're from. You can either be nothing or you can be more. Either way, they're gonna talk. So real quick, I need to take a call real quick. Well, I'm accepting a call. I want to do exercise real quick. So anybody, doesn't matter who it is, it's the number. Guy, girl, don't matter. 520-510-3254. Need somebody to call real quick. I hope that this bill found somebody at the right time. Right? 520-510-3254. I need somebody to hit me real quick. 520-510-3254. Want to help somebody with their persecution. I gotta call. Hold on. Hello, how are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Sorry.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm well.
What's your name?
My name's Danny.
How you doing, Danny? How old are you?
Can you hear me? I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Okay, if you got me in the background, can you turn me down?
I did, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you Danny from where?
From Boston.
How you doing, Danny from Boston? All right, Danny. Are you ready for this exercise?
Sure.
All right. So, Danny, what I want you to do right now is I want you to read me your eulogy.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, I mean, I don't have it planned out, but I know something what it might sound. I don't like that exercise though, but I don't feel like it feels weird. But...
No. The reason why I want you to read this is because I need to know what you did with your life.
Oh, okay. Well, that I can do.
Okay.
I won't define it as my eulogy. Hold on, let me go to my link tree. Let me see. Link tree. Because I know what I want, what will be said. so
you're I'm gonna give you take this thing to 100 years old, right?
Okay.
What do they read it to me? Read everything you did.
All right. Danny is a Boston-based African-American, Mexican-American, Native American mother of 3 adults and a grandchild, a manicurist, entrepreneur, and owner of Pop-Up Mani by Danny, a mobile manicure company. Well, I guess I would say was, but I am. Danny's love for nails and the pursuit of entrepreneurship began at 9 years old. It goes on to say where I lived. I won't read all that. Danny and another friend, it basically goes on to say like how I started at 9 years old with this passion and, continued it through my teenage years. And then it says my mother's name, which I ain't going to read that. Fast forward to 2006, where she worked as a bank teller at such and such bank, often got caught painting her own. It basically tells my story of how I, got into entrepreneurship from where I didn't realize it, but traced it back to like age 9. It says things about my family, but just basically wanting to leave behind something that would be talked about after I was gone.
Okay.
Basically.
All right. So I want you to go to the 2030 section in the eulogy. What did you do? This is the year 2030.
2030.
Yep.
Oh, that's not that far from now. Go to the 2030 section. Okay, I like that. In the 2030 section of the eulogy, I would say, I retired.
Okay.
And I retired from doing the physical part of what I did and expanded it to pass on to people that I mentored.
Okay, go on.
And moved to Florida.
Moved to Florida. What kind of house you live in?
I live in a house on Avocado Road in Florida.
Okay. How many rooms?
A nice big house.
How many rooms?
I want to say there are about 4 or 5.
Which one? 4 or 5?
Let's say 5.
Let's say 5. Is it a 1 story or?
Oh no, 2.
2 story. Who's there with you?
Yeah. So myself, it's just me, but I would have people that visit me often because, well, I have a big house.
Okay, cool. All right. So in the eulogy 2030, what does it say about your babies? What are they doing?
My son has a business.
What kind?
He has a construction business.
Nice. Okay.
That I helped him run.
Okay.
Well, I advised him. His father and I were divorced, but we both helped him run it. My daughters, I have one that is basically a social media influencer, and the other one is able to take care of her daughter full time and kind of get her whatever her, basically, you start a child really young to know what their purpose is, and that's what you want. I learned that the hard way from not doing it with my kids when they were young. Well, my older kids, I should say. But she's able to, they're both into like social media and doing the influencing thing, and I'm not going into like details about it, but it's bigger than that.
So this is what they're doing at 2030.
In 2030, yeah, maybe they've started other businesses, I'm sure.
Okay.
Because of the money that they made, that they're doing with that. I mean, they have regular jobs. Now they do, but in 2030, maybe they would have made enough money where they could afford to, pursue that whatever other businesses full time.
Oh, okay.
And not work for someone else.
So on your eulogy, Danny, I want you to go to the 2040 section. I want you to read to me on your eulogy. Now you done lived an amazing life. I'm gonna give you to over 100 years old, right? And this is someone reading your eulogy, and they go to the 2040 section, and it says what?
So I'm over. I live to be over 100 years old.
Yep.
Wow. Let's see. Oh, wow. Well, I don't know how to put that. I mean, I don't even know how to imagine that. I guess I would be surrounded by always, surrounded by then great grandchildren and grandchildren, and I went out like Zsa Zsa Gabor, because she stayed fabulous and rich to the end. Just go like that. I don't know, like just cared for by my, family and friends and people. I don't know. I would have lost a lot of friends by 110. Maybe my children and great grandchildren. I don't know. Okay. 110?
No. You're in 2040 right now.
So 2040. Oh no, I would still be.
Yeah, 2040. I want you to read me everything you did at 2040. What's your life look like?
Retired. Like I said, still retired, live in Florida, traveling a lot. Maybe have a, how they say the person has a special friend. I don't know. Just I would be traveling and then basically pouring into the lives of my grandchildren and great grandchildren and other, younger people.
What's your special friend?
What I would like to do.
What's your special friend look like?
Maybe my age or a little bit older than me, maybe younger. I don't even know. Handsome, tall. Probably definitely has accomplished as much as me. Raised kids, raise their children if they have families or whatever. Able to travel, has the time and the money, and has accomplished as much, and just wants to literally enjoy great experiences for the rest of their days.
Okay. All right. So that's what it would say. 2040. She did a lot of traveling. She was, you said pour into people. So can we say philanthropy?
Yes.
All
definitely.
Right. And the special friend, can we just call him a companion?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Now we're going to do the hard part. Let's go to 2060.
Okay.
The reason why this is important, Danny, is because this timeline actually exists.
Yes.
Right?
I believe that.
This is why it's important. This timeline exists for real. So there is a year 2060 you, right? So if the universe is a hologram, right, and time is not real, then we can go ahead and set you up right now, right? So I want you, on your eulogy, the year is 2060. What does it say?
The year 2060, how old will I be? Still kind of young, I think. I feel like, considering that I would have started in 2040, this traveling and retirement and philanthropy, I think it would be the same. Maybe, not maybe, don't want to use that word. It would look like, geez. I think it would be about the same. I mean, just I would be a little older. I mean, retired, travel, lots and lots of philanthropy. Maybe even, I don't know how it would be then, but just teaching, whether online or, just basically living a life of pouring into other people. Because at that point, if you're that comfortable, when you're that comfortable, that's really what I believe you should do.
Okay,
and you should do it while you're young too, but obviously you have a little more wisdom.
All right, Danny. Have you been following me for a sec?
Absolutely.
Okay.
About a decade.
Oh wow, that's what's up. Okay. All right. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do homework about this.
Okay.
So what you started with, I think that was kind of like a resume you gave off, or that was kind of like a eulogy. But I want you to extend it. But I want you to work your way backwards though. I want you to put every single thing on the paper about your life that you did that somebody would say at your eulogy. Even if it was she owned animals, she started to get into gardening. I mean, because think about this. What if you got 60 more years?
I believe I do.
Right? So you can open this thing up. You can live in another country. You could climb Mount Kilimanjaro. You can have new hobbies. You can be a best-selling author. You can get married twice, divorced twice, find a lover, right? Your children could go be millionaires. I want you to give a eulogy. Now, this is your eulogy, so it doesn't matter how wordy it is. Put every single thing, reverse engineer, and walk backwards. What does this look like? Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, Danny, we're going to die, right? And one thing we're going to notice is there's never enough time, right? So I want you to imagine your eulogy being read. What do you want on it?
I like that.
I want that's your homework.
And you're basically saying like the details of it.
The detail. I mean, be specific.
Like,
be specific.
Yeah.
Be specific, right? Because that's important, Danny. Even to the if it's a man around, how does he look? What does he do? Like, what do y'all do? Like, already imagine yourself laughing and hanging out and eating and sharing time, right, with each other. Already imagine your kids being the leaders in their industry. Already imagine them working together, right? Already imagine them, with children in healthy relationships. Put that in your eulogy. She raised 3 successful children, 5, 6 grandchildren that did X, Y, and Z. Work your way backwards, right? Use your imagination to work for you, right? You're not, just because you're older, it doesn't mean that imagination doesn't belong to you. Imagination is just not for children, it's for all of us, right? But that's your homework, right? And I want you to secure that, and I want you to just add to that. Go year for year, right? 2070, 2060, 2050, 2040. Work your way all the way back here. So you're put your life on paper. How's that sound?
Put my life on paper. That's really good. I like to think that I, do a lot of visualizing and a lot of but the details are really important.
The details are super important. So that's your homework. You know what I'm saying? No rush, but sooner than later. And just get you a book and start from 105, 110 years old and work your way down. Until you get here. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right. I appreciate you calling, Danny.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right.
Whether you do or don't do, they're gonna talk regardless, right? So pick your persecution, right? You want them to talk about you winning, or you want them to talk about you losing. Doesn't matter. They're gonna talk. But no, let me tell you what happened to me. Somebody tried to persecute me the other day, right? I was minding my business, like I'm always doing. Somebody tried to come persecute me. Guess what they was persecuting me on? They're trying to convince me that I'm a superhero. And I've been telling them, no, I'm not. They're like, yes, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. They're like, yes, you are. I'm like, man, I don't have special powers. Man, I don't shoot things out my hand like Spider-Man. I don't have the mystic arcs like Doctor Strange. I don't have adamantium claws like Logan. They was like, yes, you do. And I'm like, what the fuck is my power? I thought they were trying to persecute me. They were trying to help me. They was like, listen, you're a nigga with waves. Hey, be good to yourself and each other. 2 choices. You either do or not do. They're going to talk regardless. Coin gang. The reason why you down, cause somebody stole something from you. They stole your creativity. They stole your innocence.
They stole your ability to dream. Well, I came to help you dream again. I came to help you get them dreams back. So you can start using your mind, changing your reality based on your thoughts. The struggle is in your mind, bro. The struggle is in your mind, girl. You can't be a victim in this life. You gotta go get yours. The universe is abundant. Everything on this planet is made to serve you. They got you distracted, thinking everything you need is outside of yourself. But that's the trick right there. I came to wake you up. I came to remind you. I came to tell you that the God that you're looking for is in the mirror. All you gotta do is all you gotta do is have audacity. I want you to dream. I want you to think outside the box. I want you to know there ain't no ceiling. The things that you believe changes your genetic code. You are your thoughts. You picked this life before you came here. So now it's about you turning that tragedy into triumph. The struggle is real, baby. It's all in your mind. All you gotta do is wake up.